Hello, my name is Kifar Victoria, and today I want to speak a bit about the relationship. When you are in a relationship and everything is going good, and you reach to a certain level of intimacy, and you start to feel a bit like you start to fight back a bit. You become vulnerable and you become more sensitive, and then you start to argue with that person and make no sense, right? Because it's a level of intimacy which is wonderful, and you feel very vulnerable toward that person, and you start to have expectation. So what is actually happening in that moment? I give you an example. Let's say that you have a partner which maybe you have a kind of argue, and the partner say, I have enough today, I will go for a walk. And then you, if you have the rejection wound, you will feel very intense in your body that he's rejecting you and he's just going away, and it's creating you anxiety. And then you reply back and you will say to him, I don't want to deal with you anymore, I'm done also, it's enough, I don't want to see you again. But what is actually happening, your partner has the wound of abandonment, uh, and you have the wound of rejection, and then you meet together and you co-create this experience because you didn't solve the wounds from childhood probably. So I invite you to think at some specific moment in time in which you felt the same, like anxious if it's the case, or rejected if it's the case, and what was your coping mechanism back then? Because we react based on our coping mechanism. So it can be that you yell to the other person to say your point of view, or you lie to the other person, or you just judge it and you stay quiet, or you become passive aggressive and you start to make some jokes like that he's feeling your irony, or whatever the coping mechanism is. Because this is what you learn as a child to defend yourself, and then this is how you react in this kind of situation as an adult. And I will invite you to consider this aspect, and also to check within yourself, because in this way you will find what is your wound from the childhood. I hope this materials was helpful for you. And as a last point, I want to say to you that 95% of who we are, it's a repetition. So if we already developed this coping mechanism from the childhood, you can imagine that 95% of your identity is made by this coping mechanism. So when we get the awareness of it, then we can change it. Have a nice day.